South Africa, and a very, very, very warm welcome to you. This is Afternoon Express. My name is Jeannie D. This fabulous Tuesday afternoon. Hello, Pali.
My name is Palisa Tembe, and what an incredible day it is. I'm feeling so great, so energized, ready to bring you nothing but the best.
Your eye makeup is looking unbelievable today, might I add. Oh,
girl, listen, our makeup art, they did the most.
Now, South African creatives are among some of the best innovators in the world, whether it be in film, television, makeup, or design. Today on the show, we have a plethora of the best in the game. We meet SAFTA-nominated actor and comedian Tunzi Ntoi, who has portrayed various roles in local dramas, as well as international blockbusters.
Absolutely, and then we chat to Newo Maditla, a content strategist at the Design Indaba, about the future of SA design and the criteria for next year's emerging creative program.
Amazing. So we also catch up with the creative entrepreneur and fashion designer Mzukizi Mbane. We love him, and we're going to be chatting to him about his spectacular African bridal dress, which was nominated for the most beautiful object in South Africa. So please head over to our social media platforms and tell us what you would write about if you had your very own SABC3 soapy. Tweet us at Afternoon Chat using the official hashtag Afternoon Express, or comment on our Facebook page. It is my dream to be a soap star. Oh, I tell you, if I could have been in Days of Our Lives or Bold and the Beautiful. Oh, please, my dream.
I think for me, I would make the absolute best songwriter. So us collaborating, girl, that would be a hit.
I can show you the world. No, I'm joking, I can't sing.
Now, speaking of soapies, our first guest portrays the character of Bonita, one of the most notorious roles on the SABC2 soapie Seven Delan. The great actress behind this role is none other than Hildegard. Here's a little snippet of some of our favorite scenes.
Ek het sommer vir ons almal lunch gepak. Jou bakkies in die yskas.
Dis goed om te weet.
Wys jy? Wat soek jy hier?
Hy Jommy van my het nie gelieg nie. As ek geweet het jy lyk so, het ek lankal kom kuier.
Bly weg van my af. Ek waarsku jou, moenie nader kom nie.
Oh no, net nie die security company nie. Kyk hoe bewe ek.
Loop!
Relax, Pop.
Jy was over the moon toe jou ma en Mike begin date.
En hy was 'n biker. My oom is baie meer steady. Of wou jy net nie van hom nie?
Dis nie dit nie. Eers tydtelike kinders en nou is hulle saam. Is verkeerd en complicated als.
Keep it in the family.
Dis 'n snaaksie, Bonita.
Kan ons praat?
Ek moet gaan, daar is niks om oor te praat nie. Ek moet gaan.
Ag eers.
Daar's 8 miskols van Vanessa af.
Een of ander tyd gaan hierdie gesprek moet gebeur.
Waar is my skoene?
Jy kan nie so uitloop nie.
Kom uit my pad uit asseblief.
Jy kan nie gestaan uitvee nie, Bonita.
Mense vir alles te praat nie.
Amazing, ladies and gentlemen, Hildegard Silkovich. Hello. And a huge congratulations is in order because it's your birthday.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Happy birthday, my darling.
Thank you so much.
Here you go.
Oh, thank
a nice
you.
little giftie for you.
Thank you.
So, how did your day start?
Ooh, I was very busy this morning. I feel like I've had 2 days already.
Really?
One day, yes.
I love it. Birthdays must be like Indian weddings. They must just go on and on and on and on.
And champagne all the time. Yes, yes.
Wonderful.
Yes.
So we're going to make your day even more special. We've got some very special surprise birthday messages for you. Aww. Let's have a look at this.
Hey, my babes. Happy birthday. I'm sorry that I can't be there. I miss you very much. I wish you were here with me. And I want to say thank you for all the wonderful years that we've got to spend together. Thank you for being such an amazing mom to our little boy. Thank you for being such an incredible wife to me, for your patience and your kindness and your love. I can't wait to see you. Just another couple of weeks and you'll be here with me. So happy birthday, my love. I hope you're having a wonderful time, and I hope that the folks at Afternoon Express are looking after you. And yeah, go well. We will see each other soon.
Oh, I could cry. That was so sweet. Because your husband works, he's out of town for long periods of time.
Yes. He's currently busy with Chicago, the musical. So they're traveling. They've been traveling since last year, August. Yeah. So my son and I, we just go to every country wherever they go, I go. And we just see the world and we shop. Of course, lots of shoes, lots of whatever, having bubbles. Yeah. And it's been almost 2 months already since the last time I saw him. So I really miss him. That was quite a nice surprise. Thank you so much.
So you haven't seen him in 2 months. When are you going to see him again? In 2 weeks?
I'm going to see him, I think 3 weeks. I'm going to Europe, to Poland, to meet the rest of his family. And then I'm going to take my son with, and we're going to have a fantastic time. I can't wait.
Oh, incredible. Now, your son is now 2 years old. Yes. I think you were here just before. You weren't pregnant yet when you were here yet?
No, it was a year later.
Amazing. Yes. So tell me about motherhood. Did you have a good pregnancy?
I did until towards the end it started getting a bit.
Yeah. Woo, did you know that you were having a little boy the whole way through, or did you do any surprises?
Yes. No.
Okay, so you did all your planning.
Yes, all my planning. I wanted to know because I need to know what's happening. Yeah. And you know, your body changes, and that was quite a hard thing for me.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I've never had kids. So what does your body go through? And what do people never tell you about pregnancy that when you're sitting there you think, oh my God, I wish somebody had told me this?
I know. Like, for instance, you can't see your feet when you sit. Your tummy, my stomach was really, really big. Yeah. My boy was big. It was very tall, a long little person. Yeah. And towards the end, the doctor said to me that there's basically no more space for him to move. So they had to do a C-section at 38 weeks.
Okay.
And then he came out and he was beautiful. And then
how long is 38 weeks? Is that normal?
That's almost like we would say 9 months.
Okay, perfect.
Full term, yeah, basically. Okay. Full term is 42 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, and then tell me, did your body just snap back to normal afterwards?
Girl.
Well, I don't know.
No. You have to work really hard. Yeah. I did. Yeah. I think for some people it's different, you know, different body types. Yeah. And I had to work really, really hard.
Well, you look fantastic.
I'm trying, Jeannie.
No, you look amazing. But you know what is always so sweet for me? When we meet stars of soapies and then you see them versus what their characters are like. So since we have you here, we've got to discuss Bonita. Because, girl, step away, Brooke Logan, because this girl, she slept with all of the Mankeys brothers. She's a troublemaker.
She is,
But
indeed.
I suppose those are always the best roles to play. Tell me what first attracted you to the role of Bonita?
Bonita, for me, when they called me the first time to ask if I'm available to play this, it was initially for 4 weeks. Yeah. And I said, sure. Yeah. I'm keen, and then they told me about the character. The character brief said that she's a shy person. She came from prison, just came out of prison, so she's coming there to make trouble in Vince's life. And then I stayed, obviously. They loved the character and they loved what we were doing, and then I stayed there, and I think it's almost 10, 11 years now.
Amazing.
And I said the day when I stopped feeling the butterflies in my stomach for Bonita, I need to leave then. Yeah. Because the butterflies are important for me. Like now, I cannot tell you what's happening. I'm so nervous.
No, you definitely still got butterflies. And let me tell you, your cast and crew still have butterflies for you. Let's have a look at this other surprise birthday message.
You guys must be kidding.
Hi, Afternoon Express. I'm Ingrid Polis, and I just want to wish my best friend in the world, Hildegard happy birthday! I love you, my friend, and I wish I was there with you right now, you know, so we can go out, paint the town red, you know what I mean? And bring it back. Happy birthday!
Oh, amazing. It's so nice that you're all so close and have got such fantastic relationships. Very special.
Yes, because we spend most of our time together.
Yeah. You spend hours on set, and then I think all the audiences that watch you believe that you are the character. I heard that you have like quite hectic fans out there.
Yes.
Tell me about some of the things that you've experienced.
I think a couple of years ago we came to Cape Town to do a roadshow activation. Yeah. So we were in, I think, Paramount or something. Yeah. And it just went, it was fine. the next minute the stage just started shaking.
Yeah.
And I just saw, oh, there's some of the actors leaving, and then I was alone behind.
Yeah.
And the people just started
People were
pulling
just
me,
going
and they're
mad.
like, yeah, Bonita, you're a gangster, you're a gangster.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, because the character is so,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, your fans are about to go even crazier for you because now you've gone into the singing world.
Yes.
Oh, tell me about that idea of progressing into that. Because I was listening to you sound check, and she's going to be performing for us a little bit later. You sound unbelievable. Your voice is so beautiful.
Thank you, Jeannie. Thank you. Singing has always been a part of my life. When I was a little girl, I used to tell my mom, when I'm sad, I want to sing so I can feel better.
Yeah.
And when I'm happy, I also sing. Yeah. And I used to sing all the time. And I think at work, they used to tell me, they said like a while ago, just chill now. It's okay. It's okay. In between my scenes, I'm trying to, because I get so nervous especially when we did that scene with Justin and Bonita.
Yeah.
I think that was the final nail in the coffin to say that she is now officially Bonita Brooke Logan Mankies. Because she slept with everyone.
She can be ratchet, but
Yes.
I love her. So thank you so much for spending your birthday with us.
No,
but we're
thank
going to
you.
we're going to make you sing for your supper because you're going to be performing for us later.
Thank you, Jeannie.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I absolutely love birthdays. Happy birthday again to Hildegard. You definitely deserve all the wealth, happiness, love and blessings that are coming your way this year. Now remember to connect with us online and tell us what you would write about if you had your own SABC3 soapy. Remember to use the hashtag Afternoon Express in your comments. And right now we've got an incredible shout out from Sandra Hugo, and she goes, my soapy will be about all the positive things in life that people take for granted. That is definitely important. Let's continue connecting on social media. We've got Lerato Steenkamp here saying it will be all about how to empower young women at a young age. Life is not just about being someone else's wife or being a mother. There's a lot we can teach our young girls. I do agree with you. So after the break, we chat to content strategist Unewo Maditla about creating a better world through creativity. See you after the break.
Welcome back. Hope you're having a gorgeous Tuesday. Now, the Design Induba's long-standing and much-lauded Emerging Creatives program has helped launch celebrated and vibrant young designers such as Dube Nkolo and Andile Dialvane, to name a few. And the really exciting program acts as a career accelerator for South Africa's future generation of designers by providing an exhibition platform, support, education, and mentorship. So we are now joined by content strategist Neo Maditla, who is here to share more about the program and how artists can apply. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Ginny. It's good to be here.
I think this is such an amazing program, but before we get to the program and what it does and what it stands for, tell me about how you got into the world of design. What is your background?
Oh, I scammed my way into the world of design.
Trust me, we all did. I wing everything, my eyeliner, my life.
But like on a serious note, so I'm a journalist by training. I actually used to work as a newspaper reporter in Cape Town, and my first design in Dube was actually as a reporter. You know, like I went there. There's just like, you know, the editor sends you, hey, there's this thing happening at the city ICC, go write something. And then you get there and there's people doing the most amazing things that you've never even heard of, because I think for a lot of South Africans, when you think design, you think graphic design, you think furniture, and maybe you think fashion, but you don't think that it's like a whole industry that encompasses everything from food, you know, to like how you smell, even like the environment. And so that was my first experience, and then I went on with my life, moved to Joburg, did a lot of things in between that, and then a couple of years ago, I got a call from the Design in Dube, and they're like, we're looking for somebody, you know, to work with us on our content, to work with us on some of our programs. Would you come? And here I am.
That is incredible. And I love Design in Dube. And I love what they stand for. Basically, their ongoing theme is creating a better world through creativity. I think that is so inspiring, because exactly what you just said, there's creativity in everything that we see. So, I mean, what kind of things have you seen that have blown your mind, that have just really impressed you with young creatives in South Africa?
So, I mean, with young creators, but also like the mix between the young creatives that we get on the platform, but also the people that are on our stage. So like we've had because I think the other thing with design is like people don't think about when you go experience a Beyonce concert, somebody had to make that stage, right? When you go experience...
Did you get to meet Ace Devlin?
I did.
Oh, I love her. she did Beyonce's stage.
Yeah, you know, and everyone's stages. And now, like, I go to a concert and I'm disappointed. I'm like, is this the stage? You know?
When you listen to her speak about how the artistry that goes into constructing it, it's like, oh, my word, I want to be your best friend, Ace Devlin.
I just think the designers are the, like, you know, the unsung heroes in creativity. And I think at the Design in Dube itself, we try to create a platform where we, you know, showcase the work of these people. I mean, you're wearing amazing earrings and clothing, and the people that do
local
the hair.
designers.
And the people that create like everything that's in the studio. So like that's the space for them to come and showcase their work. And so with the Emerging Creatives, it's Design in Dube and the Department of Arts and Culture. And what we do is like, you know, we open now for applications, and we basically want young designers from all over the countries. And a lot of people don't even think of themselves designers. But if you are creating something, whether it's like jewelry, it's furniture, all sorts of things, just come look on our website for like the kind of categories that we look for. And then, you know, you have to be, I mean, you don't necessarily have to have gone to study design. You know, you could be self-taught, you could have been doing it maybe like in your home for a little while, but then now you want to do it in a more professional way and have it be seen by people who are in the design industry, who can give you the insight that you need, who can give you the support that you need. You never know who you're going to meet, you know? So it's like we want to create that platform, and it's been going on since 2005. And so we're very proud about the kind of people that we've been able to produce. But, you know, South Africa is the kind of place where a lot of young people can't afford to go study. You know, so I think it's been a great platform because, you know, you don't need to like spend money to apply. You know, just send in your application and you don't know what would happen.
It's an incredible platform with so many incredible possibilities. So all of the details will be on our website, afternoonexpress.co.za. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Now, don't you hate it when you get a cough or when you get a message on your phone, but your hands are wet or dirty? I mean, that happens to me all the time.
This ends up being me. Not cute.
I know. So introducing LG's new innovative smartphone solution, the G8's ThinQ. Thanks to its Z camera technology, the phone is able to track your hand gestures and gives you the chance to access a whole bunch of really awesome features without even touching your phone. How's that?
I'm so excited about this feature.
Technology.
Now you can answer calls, open your messages, or even snooze your alarm by simply waving your hand over the phone. Now, different gestures will activate different functions. You can even change the song, increase or decrease the volume of your music by gesturing with your hand. I mean, it's the perfect phone for the modern South African with a very busy lifestyle. Agreed.
I wonder what your gesture would be for the alarm clock in the morning.
This would be mine. Oh, I love that phone. Now, we've been asking you on social media, what would you write about if you had your own SABC3 soapy? And we've got such an incredible comment here by Shay. One of our viewers, Shay, says, I would write about how do some men influence each other and affect it and has effect on women. So the second topic she would write about is how serious do we take materialistic things? And we make our kids so comfortable with it, and what happens when we lose it. She's got quite a few different things here that she's talking about. I want you to engage with Shay, engage with us on social media platforms. Remember to use the hashtag Afternoon Express in all of your comments. Now, the hottest designer of 2019, Thulasizwe, who also dressed me for the Durban July, joins us after the break to chat about his spectacular impression of an African bridal dress. Look, I've looked at this African bridal dress, definitely took it to the next level. See you after the break.
Hi, I'm Melinda Bam, and I was a contestant on Tropica Island of Treasure Season 8 in the beautiful Maldives. I had a blast because I played like a kid again.
My name is MT. I was part of the Tropica Island of Treasure in the Seychelles. That was a dope experience.
The new season of Tropica Island of Treasure is coming soon, so make sure that you look out in August for all your entry details.
And you can stand a chance to win yourself a small million.
So if it's fame or fortune you want, make sure that you don't miss out.
Tropica Island of Treasure, Curacao.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, Thulasizwe has to be our favorite designer and creative entrepreneur at the moment. We just can't get enough of him. So he blew audiences away at this year's Fashion Week with his interpretation of an African bridal dress, which was nominated for the most beautiful object in South Africa. Take a look at this. I mean, let's be honest, you are the best. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What a show. I mean, so international. You're ready to take on Balmain, I swear. Now, tell me about the conception of the wedding dress, the African wedding dress. So beautiful.
Cool. So the story behind the dress, as you know, with Imprint, it's always about being a storyteller.
Yeah.
So I looked around and I didn't see that sort of being represented in the form of the wedding gown.
Yeah.
And the concept was I am Africa. And for me, when I came with the idea of creating a bridal gown, I wanted something that sort of embodied what it means not to just be a South African, but just being an African, and something that communicates that sort of identity. When you look at it, you don't have to be, you don't have to understand what it means or the concept behind it. When you look at it, you just see Africa embodied in that beautiful gown.
It is so beautiful. I mean, just the cut, and I mean, for you, cut and lines and fabrics. I mean, you are just exceptional at that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's really, really beautiful. Can't wait to get married. Okay, now
very soon.
Your show at Fashion Week just literally blew everyone away. Congratulations, it was an amazing show. Take me through the whole story of the show.
So with this show, a lot of people, as you know, I'm totally self-taught.
Yeah.
So whenever I created these beautiful lines, these beautiful silhouettes, the color that I play with, a lot of people are always like, where does it come from?
Yeah.
Like you sort of like your conceptualization of everything, like it's so unique, like it needs to come
and
from
yet
someone.
It's so vivid.
Thank you. Yeah, so the concept that I came with, or the response that I usually give is that when I go to sleep, my ancestors come through and they give me everything. So the whole collection was sort of like a thank you or something to recognize that what I do sort of comes from a place or something that's bigger than myself. And a lot of people that attended the show sort of got the idea, or when they watched the show, it was so emotional and it touched them in a different level that was beyond just a fashion show. And I believe that the ancestors were totally there.
But you know what? I believe that too. Your ancestors are. They're embracing you and they're seeing your creativity and they are guiding you. And they are, you know, I sometimes dream about my grandfather and I wake up in the morning and it's so real, but I feel that love from that dream and it carries on through the day.
There.
They are always there. It's absolutely true. It's so beautiful. And then, of course, you know, the living is also supporting you. I mean, having Badansini be part of your show, that was beautiful. How did that come about?
When I had the idea, for me, it made sense to get someone who was sort of like a custodian of what the Xhosa culture, Xhosa identity is about in the living. And Mama Dosini was sort of what she sort of just brought together the whole idea of what I wanted to present. And she came as something that sort of like brought a stamp on it, as you might be familiar.
Yeah.
When we're doing traditional ceremonies in the Xhosa culture, there needs to be someone who's older, who's going to be sort of like your tool to communicate with with ancestors. And for me, she just made sense, and my assistant Sia was always like pushing for, because I had the idea and it became very difficult for me to sort of connect her with the show. So Sia was always there pushing, and we made it work, and we got her, and she was beautiful, and she was welcoming of what we wanted to do with her. And
we've had her on the show before, and she's just got this amazing spirit and this presence that when she walked into the studio, just everything was calm. You just feel
changes.
her. Yeah, really beautiful. What advice do you have for young designers who want to make their mark? Because, I mean, I think you are super inspirational because you're self-taught, because you've just come in and you've just taken over with integrity and with such grace and so much talent. What advice do you have for people that kind of follow in your path?
The best thing that I can say, it's about authenticity. Like knowing what you stand for, knowing what you want to communicate with, especially in design. There's a lot of designers out there. So you need to sit down and you need to understand why would people come and buy what you are selling. And it goes down to the fact that who are you? What do you want to communicate? And is your story really yours? And people catch on to that.
And your story is truly yours. And now we can all watch it because they're making a documentary about you.
Yes, yeah.
What's it going to be like?
The documentary, it takes from the surface, but it goes deeper, because a lot of people, I always tell my story, but people never really know how it actually felt coming into the industry, as the fashion industry is very closed off. Doors were closed off for me.
Really?
And, a lot. So it was a struggle getting into the industry, and it's been a struggle sort of like navigating the industry, because my talent sort of superseded the resources that I have to actually put the brand where it's supposed to be. So the documentary tells that story, and it sort of celebrates the stuff that I've been able to achieve. Like a lot of what I've achieved, it gets difficult for me to actually...
That must be so frustrating, though, knowing that you're that talented, but then you're so limited with what you have around you. How did you break through that? What was your catalyst to then eventually being able to move in the right direction?
I think my catalyst has been the Design Indaba, the Imagine Creative. I remember applying and being accepted. For me, it was the first opportunity to sort of be in a space where there were so many creatives. I sort of I got a sense of fear, and I didn't feel like I belonged there. But being there the first day and having sold out on the first day, for me, it made sense that I was meant to be there, and it sort of pushed the brand to grow.
You know, that's a common theme with like really successful people, is that it's called imposter syndrome, that they never understood or felt or valued where they are. But you know what? Thank you, Design Indaba. You are exactly where you're meant to be, and greater. You are so exceptionally talented. Well done. You deserve everything that's coming your way, and more. Thank you for being here. So now our recipes, moving on to cooking, our recipes are undoubtedly the best recipes in the country. Our very own Chef Mo prepares a decadent chuck and nut roulade with us after the break. Plus, we meet award-nominated actor and comedian Mthunzi Ntoi after the break. Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, the new reality show, The Next Brand Ambassador, starts broadcasting from the 15th of August right here on SABC3, and the call to entry is currently underway. So the series will follow the search for 3 industry-leading marketing talents to represent South Africa's #1 retail bank, Capitec. So if you think you are smart and sussed enough to take on some of South Africa's best marketers and influencers, enter to be considered as a contestant on the show. Visit thenextbrandambassador.com for full details on how to enter and also all those important T's and C's. Enter now to be a contestant and live better with Capitec and the Next Brand Ambassador. Coming soon to SABC3.
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Coming soon to SABC3.
Clover fresh milk is way better.
Welcome back indeed, Jeannie. Now, this is such an incredible bake. If you're well known for your cakes and bakes, you most certainly want to try this Clover Mama Bake Margarine. Packed with vitamins A and D, this bake will take your cooks to the very next level. Now, to try this at home, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. Remember, SMSs cost R1.50 and free SMSs do not apply. Now, we are celebrating, not only are we celebrating designs, we're celebrating birthdays, and I think that this is the yummy treat that we need to gift Hildegard with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's get this party started, shall we?
Absolutely.
Okay, so for this, a roulade is basically a French recipe, and you rely on your eggs to basically get it into the shape that it is. So we're going to start, we started with our eggs and some sugar. To that, I'm going to ask you to fold in a little bit of our Mama Bake.
Okay.
So just spread that love, girl. Get it in there.
I see that it's well melted. Ready
Yes.
for action.
Yes. And to that, I'm going to add in some of your self-raising flour.
Okay.
And that's going to give it a bit of structure to this roulade. Okay, beautiful.
Okay, looking good.
And with that,
Definitely stiffening up.
There we go. And so those were your egg yolks and sugar, and these are your egg whites and sugar as well. So you're going to add that into there as well.
Okay. And you just keep folding in. You just keep mixing.
And you don't want to lose too much of that air. So you need to try and be as gentle as you possibly can. And then just get that in.
Okay.
There we go.
Let me help you with that.
There we go.
So, as a roulade, it's a French dish.
It's basically a very professional term for a Swiss roll.
Oh.
But cake is cake, right?
Cake is what we always say. And if you've got a sweet tooth and you're craving something sweet and you want to try this at home, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650.
Now we like a little vanilla in our cake batters.
Nice,
and so then just fold that into there. Preheat your oven at 180 degrees and then pour that onto your lined and greased baking tray.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Ooh, so that's oozing out so deliciously.
So delicious. And that's going to puff up in the oven because of all that egg whites that we've whisked beautifully, as well as the egg yolks. And this is going to be your final dish.
Oh, once it's hardened and come together.
Once it's all cooled down, this is going to be what it looks like when it comes out of the oven.
Nice, okay.
And what you do is you put it onto a cloth, sprinkle it with some caster sugar, some of your flaked almonds, and then we are going to, first of all, just add our chocolate spread because this roulade gets better.
Indulgent, rich, creamy, absolutely delicious. I'm loving the look of that chocolate.
Yes. So I'm going to spread and I'm going to ask you to sprinkle over our toasted almond nuts.
That nutty flavor is what we need.
That lovely nutty flavor. And you can use any type of nut that you like. You can go for some hazelnuts if you feel a little fancy. If you like a little peanut.
You can add that too. So basically play with the recipe in the best way you know how. Add your own little flair to it. Let's bring it together and definitely share any ideas that you have when it comes to cakes and bakes to our Express page, Afternoon Express page, and let us know how you would add and just incorporate your own flavors.
Yeah, and how quick and easy was this to make?
Super easy.
So now the rolling part.
Okay.
You use your cloth and you slowly roll it up.
Okay.
And that's how you get that perfect little Swiss kind of roll.
So as you roll, I'll be pulling back the cloth.
There we
Teamwork
go.
makes the dream work. Get the entire family to get stuck in.
Get them all involved. Put that onto a beautiful little thing over here, and then we decorate, and we're going to jazz it up for our birthday lady.
With our birthday girl.
Yes.
This is a little bit of strawberry cheats.
Spread some nuts.
So beautiful. Thank you so much. And if you want to try this at home, SMS the keyword Clover to 33650. But if you want to see how this is made one more time, here's a quick recap. Ooh, it sparkles.
With love by Clover. Oh, now that we're all salivating, how delicious was that cake? On to our next interview. Butterworth-born actor and comedian Tunzi Ntoi has appeared in a number of television series, including Sokulu and Partners, Home Affairs, and a few feature films like Mr. Bones 2 and the international blockbuster The Bang Bang Club. So he also co-presents the Emmy-nominated comedic adventure game show for children, which is also the biggest kids cooking show on SABC2. Wow. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
What a career you've had.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that though, because I still got a lot of things I feel like I should do, you know?
Yeah, I don't think anyone ever really gets to a point where they go, oh, I've made it.
Yeah.
And if they have, maybe they're like at retirement age.
Or dead.
Or dead, yeah.
Yeah.
So tell me, I believe that Butterworth is such a small town that about 3 people know where it is. And I swear, those 3 people are in the studio today.
Are you serious?
I swear. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing in Butterworth.
Well, I grew up in Butterworth, which is obviously, as you said, a very small town where the dreams that I had were never like, they couldn't fathom, you know, such things, because no one had really done anything like that before. So, but it was challenging, but it was a lot of fun. It groomed a lot of who I have become, you know. So it just showed me. It's like showed an example of myself that, listen, it doesn't matter where you're from, what do you do, if you really want it, you're gonna have to do it. Otherwise, it's always gonna be that monkey on your shoulder that, it's the same with stand-up right now. The only monkey on my shoulder is that special, you know? It was,
But you were raised by a single mom, and I think she really believed in you. She understood your talent, because I think, did she tell you to enroll in film school?
My mom said, do whatever you think you can do, and that's the only way you're going to find out what you're really good at. So even in school, I played every sport. I mean, I was even Natal cricket at some point. And I just grew up trying everything, and that's how acting stumbled into stand-up, and then stand-up stumbled into writing, and everything just happened because my mom was just like, you don't know until you try it. So. Till today, I might be the brand ambassador. Who knows?
Listen, that's going to be an amazing show. Yeah. But your show was nominated now for an Emmy.
Yeah.
I mean, that is huge.
Yeah. It was pretty cool, but unfortunately, we didn't get to go. That kind of sucked.
I've been to the Emmys before.
Oh, lucky you.
Well, unfortunately, I've never been nominated for an Emmy. That would be way better.
Yeah. It was humbling, and it was pretty nice, because that was the first season of the show. We were literally winging it, you know. And
were you winging it? Because there's some of the things when I watch the show, I think surely this wasn't scripted. Like you can pull. So you must be part of the writing team. How does it all work? Because there's a lot of things on there that I think, wow, this guy's going for it.
Well, the first season. When we were doing it, it was just literally they had a script, and half of the time, me and the director Jenna Springs, we would get there, we'd be like, this is this is not me. You know,
Yeah. Why, was it a little boring?
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is boring. So what we're gonna do? I'm like, give me 5 minutes. Let me just go outside, think, come back, and next thing we know, we got something out of nothing. So,
Yeah.
and then the seasons after that, they made me one of the writers. So which was
amazing,
pretty cool. Yeah,
that is huge because it is such a good show. Like, there's a reason why it's been nominated for an Emmy. Now, cooking. How's your cooking in real life?
Woo, girl, I tell you, I cook anybody under the table. Matter of fact, when I come back, can I have a cook-off?
No, please, will you come back for a cook-along? I would absolutely enjoy that.
Yeah.
Because I spend a lot of time in that kitchen, and you'd be amazed how little I can cook.
Yeah.
And how little has actually... So are you actually very good at cooking?
Yeah, luckily in the show, we have a chef who gives us a brief before the actual cooking.
No, we have that on mine as well, and I still once set the stove on fire.
Well, I kind of like cooking, you know what I'm saying? I like cooking, that's how I get girlfriends. But anyway, but with her on set, we get to learn the real technicalities and how exactly, because we need to direct the kids, you know, to be like, yo, you need to turn it down now, you need to do this, you need to do that, because if we don't know, then the whole thing is going to be a flop, which would be good for TV as well, but, you know, we really get some nice guidance from Krista, who's our on-set chef, who helps also the kids just before everything. But literally the kids do everything themselves, and we're just, you know, making sure they don't burn the whole set down.
Yeah, you've got an amazing body of work under your belt. What would you say is one of your favorite roles?
It has to be that role in Montana. I think it was 2008 and 2011 I did, because of one experience I had. I think I was at Park Station trying to go home in a bus, and this lady just came up to me and like, I know you. I'm thinking, oh gosh, not again. You know, she left, came back, and when she came back, she was crying. She's like, I know you because what your character, what you and your sister in the story were playing is that I was actually the girl. So what happens in the story is that the girl, they had no money at home, they lived in a shack or whatever, so she had to prostitute herself to truck drivers in order to be able to
survive,
provide for the family and everything. She said, that's exactly what I had to do. And my brother also got hurt during the whole thing, and that's when my character broke his leg or whatever. So it really gave me a sense of purpose. It's like what we do on TV, we don't realize how strong it actually is and how important it is, you know. We're telling someone's story that we don't even know.
I know.
And it's a big responsibility, you know what I'm saying? So ever since then, I'm just like, I'm an important person in society, you know?
Yeah, you are.
Because
you are. You have a lot of value.
Yeah,
a lot of people love you and look up to you. Especially one in particular, your child.
Yeah, my boy.
Tell me about fatherhood.
Oh, it's a delight, man. It's fun. He's crazy. I think he's a chip of the old block. He's a lot of fun. He's funny. He started singing now, so
amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He is
man.
so cute. And can you tell I'm broody, because the last few days on the show I've just been asking parenthood questions. But I mean, he's beautiful.
Yeah.
How's he changed your life?
I remember I was going through some sort of stage where I was not really there. I was down and out, and at some point I wanted to kill myself, you know. But I remember there's one day his mom had to go for an interview.
Yeah.
And I could sense that, you know, he can sense something's wrong. But that day just changed my life. How he can't even talk, he can barely walk, but here he is trying to cheer me up, you know, because
Is he the reason why you didn't kill yourself?
That's exactly the reason, because I grew up without a father, you know what I'm saying? And at that moment, I was like, hey, I'm worth more dead than alive for this guy, you know? So, but when I realized that... Yeah, I know. Idiot, you know? And then I was just like, no, I can't have this guy growing up like I did. I mean, as much as I respect women and everything, but a woman cannot raise a man, right? A woman can raise a good man, don't get me wrong, but a man can raise a man, because a man can't always be good. You know what I'm saying? At some point, a man needs to know when to... Well, your mom's will be like, no, just you know... It's like,
well, that's generalizing. I don't know if I agree with that entirely. But you know what? You play an absolutely vital role in your son's life. And I'm really, really glad that you're here to see him grow up. I'm sure he's going to be so much happier that you're in his life. Thank you for being here and sharing your story.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
come
for
here.
having me.
I love him, Tunzi. We have such incredible talents and, you know, such creative creatives on the show today, and someone who is not only coming with the birthday glitter and sparkles and love, but she is also a triple threat: acting, cooking, mother. But not only that, you're going into singing, girl.
Yeah.
So I'm going to challenge you to sing your own birthday song on the show, because since we're spoiling you, you might as well spoil us with some talent.
Okay. So, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to
Clover fresh milk is way better. Made with love by Clover.
Hi, I'm Brendan Paper. I was on Tropical Island of Treasure Season 8 with Lizanne Lazarus. We were Team Red and we won.
I brought the brains and Brendan definitely brought the brawn. And together, we made a smooth team. Auditions for Season 9 launch in August. So here's your chance to win Femme and Fortune just like I did.
If you're talking about a smooth experience, this would be it.
Tropical Island of Treasure Season 9 on the beautiful Caribbean island of Curacao.
Tropical Island of Treasure, Curacao.
If I had my way, I'd stay. If I had it my way, I'd stay put. You read me like a page book by page straight to Paris in my headspace. No room. I really hope that I can get my mind back soon. Trying to forget this, let this go. You don't make it easy to push when you pull me. You reel me in and I'm trying so hard not to let you in. So if I had it my way, if I had it my way. So if I had it my way. If I had it my way, if I had it my way. So if I had it my way. You stop me in my tracks, step by step. I lose my rhythm and cover the front. You laugh as if you know exactly what I want. Time for intervention, call the girls. He's underneath my skin, I'm under his control. Like I don't know if I'm coming or going at all. So if I had it my way, if I had it my way. So if I had it my way. If I had it my way, if I had it my way. So if I had it my way. I'm scanning for the exit, scanning for the door.
Welcome back to Afternoon Express. Now, at some point in our lives, we all wish that we had things our way. Now, just imagine what that would be like. Performing a song titled If I Had It My Way. Hildegard, ladies and gentlemen, take it away.
Oh, thank you so much. If I had it my way, I'd stay put. You read me like a page book by page strip to Paris in my headspace. No room. I really hope that I can get my mind back soon. Trying to forget this, let this go. You don't make it easy to push when you pull me. You reel me in and I'm trying so hard not to let you in. If I had it my way, if I had it my way. So if I had it
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Hildegard. Happy birthday to you. Hip hip.
Hooray!
Hip hip.
Hooray!
That is so delicious. What is your birthday wish, my darling?
Oh, I would love to be with my husband and my son. That's all I want. I just want a nice dinner with my family, my whole family, my mom and my dad and my brothers.
Oh, that's beautiful. Well, we wish you your birthday wish. It's going to happen soon for you. So we hope that you have a wonderful celebration.
Yes.
Thank you so much for being here. It was such a fantastic show. Tomorrow we meet Mbali Mkhize, who is one of the finalists of Mrs. Africa 2020, as well as Mr. South Africa 2019, Heinrich Gilberto. Thank you so much for joining us. Until tomorrow, good night and God bless. Happy birthday to you.
Express, made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.